more you that I inspect, the more me I see reflect, the more I try to read your lips.
As part of the last show of the Jägermeister tour in the U.S. featuring Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer, fans in L.A. were treated to something special. Artisan News spoke to Dave Mustaine before the show, and he revealed that Slayer's Kerry King would be rejoining Megadeth for the first time since the band initially started in the mid-'80s.
You know, we've got a really great surprise plan tonight with Kerry coming out and playing Rattlehead with us. He hasn't played with us in, 24 years. Not very many people know this, but Kerry King played guitar in Megadeth in the very beginning. Yeah, he was, David Ellefson still touts him as being the best rhythm guitar player that Megadeth ever had, which I think is really cool. And it's funny because when Kerry played with us, you know, he would still wear his Slayer colors, and we didn't, you know, so we would be there with high tops and sneakers on, and Kerry would be there with like nails for days everywhere. And I remember going to his house, and he was making that thing, man, and his dad's sitting on the chair watching TV, and Kerry's just sitting there just hammering away, making a pentagram like it was nothing, not a big deal at all, right? And we had a great time, man. He's a really smart player, and he was able to learn the stuff that I wrote really quickly, which made a huge impression on David, because he still talks about it.
King talked about coming back to the Megadeth fold.
I never in a million years thought it would happen, you know. And he asked me in the midst of the first run, and I said, let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know. If we're going to do it, let's do it in Hollywood. And I just picked up this song 2 days ago, and it's not like Am I Evil? I can't pick it up in 10 minutes, you know. There's real intricate riffs I got to perform. So I've been working on it. This is the third day now. It sounds pretty good. So it's going to be cool, man. I got pictures of me playing with him, man. 84, was that 26 years ago? And now we're going to get pictures 26 years later. It's cool.
Slayer's guitarist remembered the situation whereby he first befriended Mustaine and in turn created some bad blood in his band Slayer by teaming with Mustaine in Megadeth.
Yeah, it was after our first album, and I was an admirer of Mustaine because I saw Metallica play with Mustaine. Not many people can say that. And, you know, I was, you know, blown away at how good that kid was. And I think we didn't really know each other, but we both played BC Rich, so an acquaintance brought it up, hey, why don't you see if, you know, Kerry will play with you? And asked me, would you be interested in playing with Mustaine? And, you know, I was a fan of his playing and admired how he played, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'll help a dude out. So I played the first 5 shows. And then maybe that's where the original Bad Blood came when I left, I don't know. But, you know, my band's always been Slayer, and I saw it as an opportunity when we played, because we mostly played in the Bay Area. I think that's all we played. But, you know, if people saw me, they would associate Slayer as well. You know, I've always thought about how can I make Slayer bigger, you know, by doing something on my own. And that was my thinking when I did the Beastie Boys album, too. I'm like, these guys will probably get a video. We're never going to get a video. We're in a metal band. You know, and if people see me with my nails and stuff, they'll associate Slayer with the Beastie Boys and they'll think Slayer. So that's just how I think.
He said he just wanted to get Slayer out in the public consciousness, which was why he teamed with the Beastie Boys for the License to Ill album and video to No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Torsionist, sleight of hand, quick exchange. The old